The outcome and perhaps the essence of the spiritual life is connection. Connection with one another, connection with the planet, connection with the transcendent, connection, connection, connection. Non-separation, oneness. And the outcome of practicing is those barriers that we have in ourselves that separate us and create friction, create judgment, create disharmony, begin to melt. And we actually see that we are not separate from the wind, separate from the sun, separate from all of the human beings that we share this planet with. And when we begin to actually have an experience that we are not separate, then we have an experience also of cherishing, of harmony, of appreciation. That touching the non-separation, touching the oneness of my heart and your heart, touching the oneness of my aspiration and your aspiration, touching the oneness of my desire for freedom and your desire for freedom, aligns us all. And even though on the surface we look so different, even on the surface it appears that everybody is going lots of different ways, when we actually are practicing and we actually begin touching the oneness of all things, the communion of all things, and the barriers that we have created in ourselves begin to disappear, there is a freedom, a liberation, a cherishing that happens. We create separation in our own mind. The universe is already one. The universe is already functioning. The world, the ecology is already functioning, but in our mind we separate and divide. So spiritual practices are about how do we look at these things that separate and divide, look and see the reality, and begin to let them go, see into them, convert them, melt, open to the larger reality. So that makes the spiritual path a path of increasing breadth, increasing depth, always larger, larger, larger. Not about self, but about the endless space that we all inhabit. So may each person touch and appreciate the endless space inside of them that connects them to everything and everyone else. And this, I feel, is the teaching of Dharma that is of benefit to everyone, in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end.